Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. 10 minutes away, we have Clash with Kenzie with an awesome concert ticket prize that we'll tell you about when we get there. First, it's sports.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Oh, man, the Bears are so back. And you might be saying, well, were they ever here? Well, it's been a minute since they've been here. But
also, they haven't been playing or anything, so what are you talking about?
Well, what I'm talking about, Kenzie, is adding players, ridiculous, opened up the ATM card and said, take whatever you want. Ben Johnson, new coach of the Bears, and, of course, Ryan Poles. They've spent more money in the last few days than possibly they've ever spent in the history of the franchise. The Chicago Bears just made another splash free agency move, signing Grady Jarrett to a 3-year deal to beef up the defensive line, former Falcons defensive lineman. $28.5 million guaranteed on a $43 million deal. Now, this comes after all these other deals that have happened the last several days. It's been a flurry. You've got Colts pass rusher Dayo Odeyingbo, a 3-year contract. He's been signed. Now, we already talked about Drew Dahlman, Joe Thuney, and Jonah Jackson for the offensive side of the line. So, in just 5 days, let me add up the money they spent here. Cha-ching! They just spent about $100 million, and they have the money. They had the most space to spend, and I want my teams to spend all their money. Don't leave it on the table. The Bears have been leaving a lot on the table for the last few years for a moment like this. They've spent the money. Finally, Caleb Williams, I spent money too, $130 on his jersey.
Part of the team.
Yeah, that's right. So I can now wear that jersey and know he's not going to die like he looked like he was going to last year, the most sacked quarterback in the NFL. Now he's got a new center, the second best center on the market, and the best one available. You've got some offensive linemen, defensive linemen, and they still have the 10th overall pick in their pocket coming up in the draft at the end of April up in Green Bay, Wisconsin. This is incredible. I love it. Now, I have a feeling Case might want to poo-poo on this. Some of these linemen maybe not at the prime of their career.
Maybe a little bit older. Some would say, near a dinosaur-like age.
That's an incredible exaggeration and completely false. Grady Jarrett's 31. That's getting up there, but still in the prime of his career. Some of these guys were hurt last year as well. And that's how you get a guy like this. No one's going to give him up.
Yeah, if discounted.
Yeah.
You ever buy beat-up furniture on Facebook Marketplace? The Bears did the same thing.
That's right.
Well,
the Facebook Marketplace of free
There's
agency.
some gems on Facebook Marketplace. You shut your whore mouth.
Damn right. Let's see here. Dayo Odeyingbo is 25. Drew Dahlman's 26. Joe Thuney's 32. He's the oldest one of this.
32 on the line. Oh, my God. Put my grandpa out there instead.
All these guys, mark my words right now, the older guys especially, have 3 good seasons left in them.
3?
3. That's all we need. 3 good seasons.
Wait, why is that all we need? Can't we be good forever?
No, but you can get other people later. This isn't, I don't know if you don't know how sports work, Case, but you can get more people later. Okay, you don't have to keep these people forever. Okay, it's not a lifetime contract.
Kenzie, tell me else how sports work.
So we'll use them for the 3 years while they're good, okay? And then hopefully the Bears don't decide to keep them for another 10 years when they're not good. Okay, that's how it works.
Yeah, that's the issue that they do in the past is they sign people too long and too late. But this time, listen, 3 years on the older guys, maybe a 10-year career. I mean, Dayo's only 25. He's 6'6", 280 pounds, and he's mad.
Case wants kindergartners on the front line. Like, what the hell?
You know what I love about you is, and look, I want the Bears to be great and win a Super Bowl as much as anybody else. It'd be wonderful. I'd love to see it. But I'm unfazed by all of this because we have a track record that says, hey, they might be the off-season champions, but when they actually play football games, things don't work out the way that I want them to. I love every year you get sucked in deeper and deeper, and you think there's a chance.
Let me tell you something about Chicago sports. You got to have hope. I know. You've seen Shawshank now, Case.
Big fan. Watched it 1 year ago this week.
Wow. Hope is a dangerous thing.
Is that a sidetrack? Oh, my God.
He's so wanting to get into that.
Let me tell you something, my friend. Hope is a dangerous thing. It's got no place in here. Drive a man insane. You get rid of that thinking right now, Andy. It's my Morgan Freeman, but it's been a long weekend. I don't know if that was that good.
I've seen you have hope, though, and it is a dangerous thing.
You're the one with the hope.
I can't believe you keep on falling for it.
Because this is different.
No, this is different.
This is different.
This is different than Justin Fields. This is different than Caleb Williams' rookie year. This is different than Mitch Trubisky.
Case. Stop being so negative.
Okay.
Stop it. You've not seen these people play. You don't know. You haven't seen this guy coach for the Bears yet. Just relax. You can be mad after the first game.
Facts. All right, there we go. I can't wait. I am fired up. Let's go. Case actually attended the Bulls game last night with being from Indiana, a team he has some loyalty to, the Pacers. 121-103. The Bulls looked like they would be a team that would go to the NBA Finals last night. But Case had to go to that game to enjoy himself, and instead he left in the third quarter because he was so mad that the Pacers were playing like garbage, or the Bulls were just playing that damn good.
No, Pacers were playing like garbage. I got pissed off. I was swearing around children. I thought it might be time to go home. I will say, though, last night at the United Center, Los Bulls night, a national anthem performed by an all-female mariachi band.
Woo!
That's fun.
And Kenzie, it was the definition of fun. You guys know me. I'm not somebody that always loves having fun. I find it to be quite stressful. But that mariachi band was a hit, and then everything went downhill after that.
Well, no, it didn't because the Bulls won.
Yeah, but I was very frustrated by it. I took it personally. I did not like what I saw.
I'm trying to see if I can.
You're in Chicago and the team did well. Look at you. You're just a mess.
I know. Here's the thing. I root for the Bulls against 28 NBA teams. When it comes to the Pacers, I would like to see the blue and gold do well, and they did not.
Well, listen, I found some audio I haven't previewed.
Oh, no. What are you doing?
It's Los Bulls.
I hate when you raw dog audio.
She's a tan.
I'm going to raw dog it. When I raw dogged, of course, Varsity Blues, I thought Billy Bob just said, Miss Davis, you're a 10. Instead, he said an effing 10.
Alive. He just really played aggressively the F word on the radio.
Now, this is someone from the crowd audio. The Los Bulls, by the way, the all-female mariachi band, fantastic. Now, I'm going to play the audio. I'm going to raw dog the audio here and see what happens. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, that's just them dancing, so it's visual for radio. I thought that was the anthem. I'll try to find the anthem in a second. Give me a minute. Give me a minute to do that. By the way, Josh.
The plane flew over.
It didn't sound right, did it?
They sounded very far from the court. Those were not the best seats.
Not my video. Not my video.
By the way,
not good.
The Bulls' Josh Giddey had 29 points, season-high 10 boards, but he did get hurt, sprained his ankle. Case didn't see that because he left the game. It was in the fourth quarter.
That's true. Josh Giddey did get hurt in the fourth. I was in the car listening to...
Why'd you leave?
Because the Pacers were down by 20, and they're playing the Bucks tonight, so they were resting all their starters by the third quarter. And I said to my girlfriend, whose name is Mackenzie, I said, Mackenzie, you see who's playing out there? Start the car. We're going home.
I thought you said they got arrested. No. They were arrested. They were arresting their players.
There's a whole thing. The Pacers got arrested in the middle of the game.
And that's why the Bulls won.
Well, that seems like the story.
Yeah.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101 with Dexter and the Moonrocks. Before we get you on the phones for Clash with Kenzie for some tickets, we'll tell you what they are in a second. Rick checked in. We just did sports. In Case talked about being there at the Pacers game last night, Los Bulls. The all-female mariachi band sang the national anthem. I cannot find the audio anywhere. I'm trying. It's a bad job on the Bulls' part there on social media. Should have posted that. But Rick from Chicago checked in and said Los Bulls night was even super great because the merch they had kicked ass. My wife told me to stop swearing during the game because I was mad that no one from the Bulls was dunking. So he was swearing.
So they were winning and he was swearing at them still?
Because no one was dunking. And
I see.
You got to be careful with the swearing. There's kids around there at the game. I understand. Effing dunk, man. Also got to check in from Leslie, who said, shout out me and my husband's 19th year anniversary today. 19
Oh my gosh,
years.
congratulations. That's amazing.
Incredible. She says 311 forever. Happy 311 Day. Remember, we'll play some more 311 later for that with 311 Day, one of my favorite bands. And also, tomorrow's 312 Day here in Chicago. So here's what we got for Clash with Kenzie. $31.20 for 312 Day. That's actual offers that run Wednesday through Sunday while supplies last for the tickets we're giving away here. That's Peach Pit and Briston Maroney at Northerly Island. So those are the tickets you win if you beat Kenzie in trivia coming up here right now. So 312-591-8300. Call right now to compete in Clash with Kenzie. The tickets are on sale now for this show. And remember, tickets are $31.20 for 312 Day starting tomorrow, and it goes through Sunday. from our great friends at Live Nation. That's cool. Nice little thing there for 312 Day, getting you a show cheap. So call now to compete for tickets in Clash with Kenzie if your trivia brain is on point. 312-591-8300. Call right now.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
Q101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
Let's go. First one of the week. And we have tickets for Peach Pit and Bristol Maroney at Northerly Island coming up on May 29th. And remember, there's a special 312 Day package for those tickets. It's only $31.20 starting tomorrow through Sunday from our great friends at Live Nation and Q101. So let's get to it. Brad's competing from Mokina against Kenzie. Brad, ahoy, tell us something about yourself.
Ahoy, ahoy. My name is Brad. I'm from Okina. I'm just an all-around cool guy. He asked me to tell me something and tell you guys something important about myself, and that's it right there.
Kenzie, what do you think of that?
Cool.
Yeah.
Vibes.
All
Listen to
right.
you guys every morning. You guys are great.
Well, we appreciate you.
Well, obviously you're great, but you sound like you know that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Nothing there from him? I guess not. All right, Brad, here we go. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same with you. Call heads or tails, Brad.
Heads.
It's tails. Kenzie wins.
Hey.
All right, Kenzie, here we go. Question number 1. The Vespa scooter was created in what European country?
I would say Italy.
It is Italy. Good job. And I'd like to have one of those. It'd be kind of cool. Although I think the scooter problem is rampant and people die every day on these scooters. They're quelling those numbers we don't hear about on the news because they just really drive recklessly in those scooters.
Not Vespas. People are different on Vespas.
If you pay for a Vesta, then it's not like the ones you rent.
The
I
lime
just think
scooters.
that you peacefully, like, if you're renting a Vespa, it's to sightsee. You're not in a hurry. I'm not like, oh my God, I need to hop on a Vespa and get there quick.
I want one. I like to ride one. I never rode a Vespa.
All right.
All right, here we go. Back to Brad.
Yes.
Brad, what word could describe both a tire company or the way high-end restaurants are rated?
Michelin.
Michelin is right. We got a tie game. Kenzie, during Lent, which day of the week must Catholics abstain from meat?
Friday.
Friday is right. A lot of places around Chicago have great fish fry Fridays during Lent. I will give a shout out to Chief O'Neill's. I get nothing for saying that. It's just the best fish I've ever had on a fish fry.
Imagine going to bonefish on a Friday during Lent.
Oh, forget about it.
Forget about it.
Bang Bang Shrimp on the menu, okay?
Back to Kenzie.
Nope. Back to Brad. 2-1.
Brad, what streaming service can you watch Friends on?
Paramount.
Paramount is not right. Kenzie, do you know? So what streaming service can you watch Friends on?
I think Max.
Max is right. People forget that's a streaming service. You know what I mean?
Oh, go off on that.
Well,
Explain.
because
I don't. So
it's the one I use the
I'm
most.
fascinated.
because for years HBO was just HBO.
Yeah.
And it's where their movies are.
Uh-huh.
And we didn't call it a streaming service back in the
Yeah.
day, you know? It's kind of like people are now calling
boy.
themselves. Oh, yeah, I know.
We started with the scooters and how dangerous they are. This has become Clash with Man yelling at a cloud.
Okay. Not everybody is a content creator.
Okay.
But people call themselves content creators. You know what I mean?
Who are you mad at?
What does this have to do with the streaming service?
HBO is just hold on, Brad. I got
Why are you mad about content creators? Is this a different thing?
No, see, HBO is just HBO where the movies are. I don't
Yeah.
need them to call themselves a streaming service, HBO Max.
Well, it's
then
not
became
just
Max.
where movies are. HBO was the one who had Entourage, so if they weren't creating content, you wouldn't have your favorite show of all time.
No, HBO is content creators. They are. You're
So
right.
why did you say that?
Because I just want them to be called HBO or Max, whatever the hell. Just call it HBO.
But you're wrong. The channel is HBO. The streaming service is Max.
No, but
That's the
isn't
difference. You can still get HBO as a channel.
No, aren't they the same now?
No, they're not.
No.
They took the HBO name off of the streaming service. The streaming service is just Max.
That's why my answer was Max.
Yeah.
Did you hear it?
No, I understand that. But I have Max.
I don't think you do. I have to be honest.
Wait, I have Max, but I didn't think
I remember when Max used to say it used to bring to mind Skinamax.
Ah,
You know, all the
See,
fuzzy
my man.
channels.
My man.
Now those are content creators.
Damn right.
Kenzie from downtown.
I'm going to stop
Jeez.
yelling. I just want HBO to be HBO.
But it is.
Well, it is.
No, because I have Max. And
Well,
that's-
then cancel Max since you don't want them to have a subscription service and just get HBO the channel. Do that then.
but Max is HBO. Like I get everything.
HBO owns Max.
I got-
HBO owns Max. It's their streaming service. You could also get the HBO channel if you wanted instead.
I thought it went away and they just call everything Max now.
No.
Well, I don't mind Max.
So now you just yell it. Oh my God.
I'm going to put you on a home real soon.
And these
I
people
know.
calling themselves content creators.
What? I don't think they've ever called themselves that. They're a streaming service. They've called themselves that.
All right, let's get back to the game.
Jeez, everything's a every question.
Whose turn is it?
To reset here so everybody can follow along.
Whose turn is it anyway?
I don't even know, Brad.
Kenzie got that question right, but it was Brad's question. So it is 3-1. Kenzie is ahead, and the question is going back to Kenzie. She can extend her lead right here.
Okay.
Okay.
Kenzie.
I hope it's something you like.
It's still a streaming question, which is going to set me off.
Oh no.
ESPN Plus and Disney Plus can be bundled with what other streaming service?
Hulu.
Hulu is right.
I have that bundle.
And I got that too. I got it free because I'm a Verizon customer.
But just to clarify, the Disney Channel still exists, Brian.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
You can only get all three.
Jeez.
But I found I was paying for it for a year. I shouldn't have been paying for it.
Okay, that's another stop with your stories. Knock it off.
I got an Apple Watch, you know?
Oh my God.
For my birthday.
Guys, here, I'm losing.
I know, Brad. I'm sorry. Hold on a second.
No, Brad's going to talk about Apple.
No, Brian has a completely new story, so everyone's got. I
Wait a
can't
minute.
even believe this is happening.
So I got an Apple Watch for my birthday. I never had one before.
Cool.
It's so awesome. And you can track the heart rate on it. And my heart rate usually rests at 60.
Is I okay?
It went to 92 during that break. All right, whose question is it?
It's 4-1.
Yep.
And it's back to Brad.
Okay, Brad.
Stop looking at your watch.
Hey, Brad, you hear me? You with us?
I'm here.
Okay, Brad. What company is known for its luxury SUV, the Range Rover? What company?
Discover.
Oh, no, it's not Discover, and Kenzie can win with this
Rover.
one. Oh, no. Kenzie, you can win with that.
What was that?
Because I think you said the answer. What company is known for its luxury SUV, the Range Rover? What's the company?
I think the original was Land Rover.
Land Rover is right, and Kenzie wins. Now, I don't know. I think I'm just going to give, if you let me know if this is okay with you, Kenzie, I'm going to give
Well,
Brad,
no, just talk about it live on the radio first. It's fine.
I'm going to give Brad the tickets because of my sidetracks may have been.
I think the entire world deserves tickets after what you did. So yeah, that's fine.
Brad, I'm going to give you the tickets, okay?
If you've been personally
Thanks, man.
victimized by Brian's talking,
My curious brain can't stop, and I'm going to go home and see if I have the HBO channel with Max, which I guess I do.
I have to host this show with a squirrel, and it is so difficult.
But Kenzie, a squirrel that just got an Apple Watch. You have to
Oh my
remember.
God.
That's really cool. It's gone down now, about 67, my heart rate right now.
Oh no, thank you. Please update us throughout the entire show.
All right, Brad, hang on. Kate's going to give you the tickets. Thanks for putting up with me. But coming up, 4.5 minutes away after Stained, incredible, magnificent news about Mumford & Sons and Q101 and what we're going to provide to you that we're the only people that can do this. That's why it's great to work here. It's coming up in 4 minutes. We'll tell you about it in a second here. Brian and Kenzie, Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101 coming up. We have local news where the way you travel in Chicago, the way you get to and from work is changing completely. And we'll talk about that in some local news here in about 10 minutes with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Now, we told you we have an incredible announcement concerning Mumford & Sons. You already know about the show at the Chicago Theater.
And it was your heart on the line. I'll hold on hope and I won't let you choke. Light me up, I'm wasted in the dark.
made the announcement, and how about this? This is one of those exclusive things makes me proud to work at Q101, where we give you things that no one else can give you, an experience, not just tickets to the show, but that's what we're doing starting tomorrow right at this time. So 2 tickets to the sold-out Mumford & Sons show at the Chicago Theater. You'll never see them at that size venue again. They could play the United Center, unless, of course, they play another Twisted here coming up, but that's yet to be announced. So Mumford & Sons Chicago Theater, Saturday, March 22nd, just a few weeks away here, a week and a half away. Now, here's what you get besides winning the tickets just to the sold-out show, where they're going for $2,000, $3,000 right now because, again, they're doing special shows in the country, only a few, like this one at Chicago Theater. On the afternoon of the show, before doors open, you will get to preview the band's new album, Rushmere, in a special location inside the Chicago Theater. We'll give you food and drink. How about that? Kenzie, I know you love food and drinks.
Oh, my gosh. You know I love going to a show and having a snack. It's my number one. Number one.
Well, listen, you not only get food and drink and listen to the album in the Chicago Theater, where the band's playing that night. After the album preview, you, the winners, will get to meet the band, talk about the album, and get a photo with Mumford & Sons. How about that?
Woo!
So tomorrow, right after we do Clash with Kenzie, right around 7:35, be here, and we will have that opportunity for you, and we'll have it multiple days, but it starts tomorrow at 7:35.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Brian, but we're going to do a Mumford & Sons song scramble for this, right?
Correct.
We want the biggest Mumford & Sons fans winning this, competing for this. Everybody's got a shot, but it's going to really help you if you know ball when it comes to Mumford & Sons.
Damn right. It's exclusive. This is unique to Q101 and to you, so we thank you for listening. This is how we reward you for your support. Be here tomorrow, Mumford & Sons peeps and everybody.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.